Let me thank my colleague from Virginia for his leadership. Also, I want to thank the chairwoman of the Congressional Black Caucus, Congresswoman Carolyn Cheeks Kilpatrick, for her leadership, and all of our staffs for their very diligent work in putting together this fiscally and morally responsible budget. This budget rejects the president's budget and his attack on working families, minority communities, and many of our most vulnerable populations like seniors and low-income individuals. Instead, it invests in the right priorities for our nation. It calls for the implementation of GAO's recommendation to cut waste, fraud, and abuse at the Defense Department. We have witnessed billions and billions of dollars disappear, lost, or misspent through companies such as Halliburton or Blackwater. We have found, and the GAO has found, that there's at least now a savings of $63.7 billion between fiscal year 2001 and 2007, and we want them to complete their audit, and this budget will allow them to do that so we can realize these savings and invest in our communities, in our families, and in our children. This budget also recognizes that domestic security enhances national security. It makes critical investments to build housing and to strengthen our communities. It fully funds S-CHIP and increases funding to fight HIV and AIDS. It expands education and job training programs and rebuilds schools destroyed by Hurricane Katrina. In short, the Congressional Black Caucus budget is fiscally and it's morally responsible, and I urge my colleagues to support it. Let me just highlight the HIV/AIDS budget. We have not received the type of increases for the Minority AIDS Initiative that our communities need so desperately. The HIV/AIDS pandemic is wreaking havoc on the African American and now, unfortunately, the Latino communities in our country. And so this bill funds the Ryan White HIV/AIDS program in a way that it should be funded, but it also funds the Minority AIDS Initiative in the manner that it should be funded.
Gentleman from Virginia.
The gentlelady an additional 30 seconds.
Gentlelady is recognized for additional 30 seconds.
I thank the gentleman for yielding. Also, let me just say, we have seen such massive cuts in programs for education, such as for our historically black colleges and universities. This budget makes sure that our historically black colleges and universities receive the type of funding they need to educate our young people. Also, it's important to recognize that the Congressional Black Caucus understands that our children need health care, and this budget provides the funding through S-CHIP for health care for our children, our most precious resources, who are our future. And it is shame and disgrace that we haven't been able to do what we needed to do. So I thank the gentleman from Virginia for making sure that this budget is fiscally and morally responsible.